Picture this. You're at a family dinner. Everyone's laughing, sharing stories, and then dessert comes out. Plates are being passed around. Maybe it's something creamy, maybe it's fruity. Everyone digs in, and you hesitate. Because in the back of your mind, dessert means guilt, sugar, weight, aching knees tomorrow morning. So you push your plate away, telling yourself you're being good. But here's the twist. What if the very dessert you just said no to could actually help your joints? What if it could smooth your skin, calm your stomach, and even help you sleep better tonight? If we haven't met before, I'm Dr. Aidan Szabo. I've spent years helping people over 60 discover natural food-based ways to stay strong, mobile, and independent without adding another prescription bottle to the shelf. And for those of you who stay with me until the very end, I've got a bonus dessert to share. It's creamy, indulgent, and feels like pure comfort food. But it still protects your health in a way most ice creams never could. I'll reveal that at the end. So stay with me. So what's the dessert most people never expect? It isn't cake. It isn't cookies. It isn't some sugar-free pudding in a plastic cup. It's something much simpler, something our grandparents probably ate without realizing just how powerful it was. Gelatin-based treats. That means homemade fruit gelatins, smooth and creamy panna cottas, even those fun little bite-sized gummies you can pop like candy. Now I know what you might be picturing. Those wobbly neon-colored cubes from childhood potlucks, sliding around on paper plates, loaded with sugar and food coloring. That's not what I'm talking about. Forget the box stuff from the supermarket aisle that's full of dyes, artificial flavors, and corn syrup. What I'm talking about is natural protein-rich gelatin made from collagen. The same collagen your body already depends on every single day. Collagen is what cushions your joints. It's what keeps your skin firm and elastic, and it's even what lines and protects your digestive tract. And here's why this becomes especially important once you're past 60. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. It's literally your body's scaffolding, the frame that holds everything together. It keeps your joints strong, your ligaments flexible, your bones resilient. It's the reason your skin bounces back when you smile, the reason your stomach and gut can absorb nutrients smoothly. But here's the hard truth. After the age of 60, your natural collagen production drops fast. In fact, you lose about 1% of it every single year. That's why getting out of a chair feels stiffer than it used to. That's why skin starts to sag and wrinkle. That's why digestion doesn't feel as strong as it once did. It's not just aging, it's collagen loss. Now here's the good news. When you eat natural gelatin, you're feeding your body the exact building blocks it's missing. Think of it like this. Picture an old house. Over time, cracks start to form in the walls. The paint peels, the wood creaks, and the structure doesn't feel as steady. You could ignore it, but the cracks only spread. Or you can patch it with fresh plaster, filling in the gaps and strengthening the walls. Gelatin is that plaster for your body. Without it, the cracks keep growing. With it, the structure holds strong. Joints stay cushioned, skin stays firmer, digestion runs smoother. It's not magic. It's simple repair. And this isn't just theory. This isn't one of those vague, maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't, health claims. We actually have science behind it. Clinical studies, not just on young athletes, but on older adults specifically, show that collagen and gelatin can do something remarkable. They don't just reduce joint pain. They improve flexibility, increase mobility, and in some cases, even help rebuild bone density. That means this isn't about chasing youth or vanity. It's about protecting independence, protecting strength, and protecting the ability to keep moving in the years that matter most. Let me bring this out of the lab and into real life for you. Picture yourself sitting on the couch, ready to stand up. Normally, you brace yourself. You put a hand on the armrest. You feel that familiar stiffness in your knees, that hesitation before you push up. But now imagine standing smoothly, without that resistance. Imagine the freedom of simply moving without thinking about it. Now let's go outside. You're in the garden tending to flowers or pulling weeds. Usually, by the time you get halfway through, your back seizes up, your hips start to protest, and you tell yourself, that's enough for today. But with stronger collagen support, you can keep going. You feel looser, more supported, less worried about what tomorrow's pain will feel like. And one more. You're at the park with your grandkids. They're running, laughing, calling for you to join in. And instead of saying, Grandma can't do that right now, or Grandpa needs to sit down, you actually step into the game. You walk with them. You bend. You move. And later that night, instead of groaning as you lower yourself into bed, you feel fine. That's not hype. That's not wishful thinking. That's the real change my patients describe when they add collagen-rich foods, including something as simple and joyful as a gelatin dessert, into their daily routine. It's not about adding years to life. It's about adding life back into the years you already have. Now let's talk about how to actually enjoy this. Because let's be honest, health only works if it feels doable. It has to feel like something you want to eat, not like homework. Otherwise, it just becomes another good habit that gets forgotten. That's why I want to show you 3 simple, delicious options that don't just check the healthy box. They're desserts you'll actually look forward to. Option 1. Fruit gelatin cups. This is probably the easiest place to start. Take a juice that already has anti-inflammatory benefits, like tart cherry, which is known for soothing sore muscles, or pomegranate, which is packed with antioxidants. Warm it gently, stir an unflavored gelatin, pour it into small cups, and let it set in the fridge. That's it. Within a couple hours, you have a sweet, refreshing dessert that cools you down, satisfies a craving, and quietly works against joint pain in the background. Imagine sitting down on a warm afternoon with one of these chilled cups. Instead of sugar-laden pudding or ice cream that leaves you feeling heavy, this leaves you feeling light, supported, and refreshed. Option 2. Panna cotta. This one feels elegant, like something you'd order at a restaurant. But the truth is, it's surprisingly simple. All you need is coconut milk or almond milk, a little gelatin, and a touch of honey or stevia if you prefer it sweeter. You warm it, mix, and let it set. What comes out is silky, smooth, and indulgent, like the kind of dessert you'd serve at a dinner party to impress your guests. But here's the secret. Instead of weighing you down, it works like a supplement. You're getting collagen support while your taste buds think you're treating yourself. It's the kind of dessert that makes you say, wait, this is actually good for me? Option 3. Collagen gummies. These are fun, especially if you like bite-sized snacks or if you want something you can grab on the go. Mix fresh lemon juice with gelatin and just a little honey. Pour into silicone molds. Even simple ice cube trays will work, and chill them. The result? Little gems you can pop into your mouth whenever you want something chewy and sweet. The best part? They feel like candy, but they're actually strengthening your joints and soothing your digestion. I've seen patients make a batch once a week and keep them in the fridge. So instead of grabbing cookies or candy when the craving hits, they grab one of these. Over time, that swap changes everything. Now imagine this. Instead of feeling guilty when you reach for dessert, you feel proud. Instead of worrying, is this going to make my knees worse? You know, this is going to help me move better. That's the power of reimagining dessert not as a weakness, but as a tool for your health. Now let's close a loop I opened earlier. Sleep. For many of my patients, sleep is one of the most frustrating battles of aging. You climb into bed, tired, But the moment the lights go out, your mind starts racing. Or worse, you finally drift off only to wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning, staring at the ceiling, wishing you could just stay asleep until sunrise. Poor sleep doesn't just leave you groggy. It chips away at your energy, your mood, even your immune system. Here's where gelatin quietly steps in as an unlikely hero. It's rich in glycine, an amino acid that acts almost like nature's calming signal. Glycine helps lower your body temperature slightly, slows down nervous system activity, and tells your brain, it's time to rest. That means when you enjoy a small portion of gelatin-based dessert after dinner, you're not just satisfying a sweet tooth. You're priming your body for a deeper, longer night of sleep. Now picture this. Instead of tossing and turning, instead of staring at the clock, you finish your meal with a dish of cool fruit gelatin. A couple hours later, you slide under the covers and feel your whole system relax. Your breathing slows. Your body feels heavy in the best way. And for once you don't pop awake in the middle of the night. You sleep through peacefully until morning. And here's why that matters. When you sleep deeply, everything else in your life works better. Your joints recover faster. Your mind feels sharper. Even your cravings for unhealthy snacks drop, because your body isn't begging for energy it lost overnight. One small change at the dinner table creates a ripple that touches every corner of your health. But let me warn you, not all gelatin is created equal. Those grocery store packets with the bright neon colors and cartoon mascots, they may look fun, but inside they're loaded with food dyes, artificial flavors, and high fructose corn syrup. And here's the truth. That kind of dessert doesn't heal you. It hurts you. It spikes your blood sugar. It stirs up inflammation in your joints. And it actually accelerates the very aging process you're trying to slow down. It's like patching the cracks in your house with sand instead of plaster. It doesn't stick, and it leaves more damage in the long run. The key is quality. What you want is grass-fed, unflavored gelatin, or a clean collagen powder. Yes, it costs a little more than the boxed mixes, but the difference in your body is night and day. Instead of filling yourself with chemicals, you're giving your system pure, usable building blocks. You're investing in ingredients that your body can actually put to work, repairing tissue, strengthening joints, and keeping your skin resilient. And I want to address a common worry people have. Will my body even use this, or does it all just pass through? That's a fair question. But research has already given us the answer. When you eat high-quality gelatin or collagen, your body breaks it down into peptides and amino acids. These don't just float around aimlessly. Your system is smart. It delivers them straight to where they're needed most. Your knees, your hips, your skin, your bones, your gut lining. That's why studies don't just show numbers in a lab. They show real results in real people. Less pain, better mobility, smoother skin, stronger digestion. So remember, it's not just about adding gelatin. It's about adding the right kind. Because in health, the details make all the difference. Let's zoom out for a second. Why does all of this matter? Because after 60, every food choice moves you closer to independence, or closer to dependence. That might sound heavy, but think about it. Choosing a slice of processed cake versus a bowl of collagen-rich fruit gelatin might not feel like much in the moment. But repeat that choice day after day, and the outcome is massive. Less stiffness, lower bills for joint pain, more energy to do the things you love. And honestly, food should be joy. It should be something you share, something you look forward to, not a source of guilt. You deserve to eat dessert and to have it strengthen your body instead of weaken it. So let's bring this home. We began with that picture, sitting at the table, pushing away dessert because you've been told it's dangerous, because you're worried about sugar, stiffness, or the aches that come tomorrow morning. For years, dessert has been a source of guilt instead of joy. But now you know that doesn't have to be the case. With natural collagen-rich, gelatin-based desserts, you can have something sweet, satisfying, and deeply healing at the same time. Instead of worrying about what dessert will take away from you, you can start noticing what it gives back. Strength in your joints, smoother skin, calmer digestion, even deeper sleep. We walked through how collagen loss accelerates after 60, and how gelatin gives your body the raw materials it needs to rebuild. We looked at 3 easy recipes: fruit gelatin cups that cool and refresh, silky panna cotta that feels elegant but heals from the inside out, and fun little gummies you can snack on anytime. Simple, doable, delicious. And now, the bonus I promised you, a dessert that feels creamy, indulgent, and nostalgic, yet still protects your health. Organic milk and honey ice cream. No high fructose corn syrup. No artificial thickeners. Just real, nourishing ingredients that soothe instead of inflame. Honey brings natural sweetness and antioxidants. Organic milk delivers real protein and minerals. Together, they create comfort food that doesn't betray you. It actually loves you back. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just think about this. Try it. Pick one of these desserts this week, not next month, not when things settle down. This week, make a batch. Put it in your fridge. Share it with your partner or with your grandkids, or just keep it for yourself. And as you enjoy it, pay attention. Notice how your energy feels the next day. Notice if your sleep improves. Notice whether your joints feel a little less stiff. Small changes add up, and this is a change that starts with pleasure, not restriction. Because the truth is simple. After 60, dessert doesn't have to be the enemy. In fact, the right desserts can become one of your greatest tools for aging with strength, grace, and independence. Food is not punishment. Food is information. And when you choose the right foods, you're telling your body, keep building, keep repairing, keep me strong. And that's exactly what these desserts can do. Now I'd love to hear from you. What dessert do you miss the most? The one you've been avoiding because you thought it was bad for you? Share it in the comments. Who knows? Maybe I'll reimagine it in a future video. And if you found this helpful, please like and subscribe. It helps this community grow, and it keeps me making content that supports you in living strong and joyful after 60. Because life's too short to skip dessert, especially when dessert can make you stronger.